telling me she miss me. Clean nigga, but I move so filthy, ain't never hit her back. She keep asking, can you hit me? She wanna rock and get gnarly all with me. You ain't see a star when I was coining all them pennies. Now I'm cooking in the kitchen, I'm a butcher like Benny. I'm a ball like Nitty, finna take it out the city. They wanna see me make it just to say they coming with me. Remember I was broke and try to fuck when I'm famous. Yeah, my bitch tried to leave, I told her fuck it, I'm changing. Wonder why he broke, pussy nigga love gaming. Tom Brady, I'm a pass lighting dice on the pavement. Coulda bought designer, but I'd rather do it basic. Still got drip for a bitch, come and taste it. I just rap what I live, I just live what I say. I'll be up by tomorrow if I'm broke by today. I got
and I was noticing the same thing. I was like, oh man, he doesn't have that many interviews, so this might be a good little jump off because homie got some heater ass music. But
yeah, I appreciate it.
I don't know nothing about my man CasinoMike, so that was kind of the point of this whole situation. Just like we heard your shit, we liked your shit. Our man Tay put me onto it.
Yeah, we got a mutual. I know Tay.
Yeah,
I've known Tay for a few years, so we got a mutual.
So that was kind of the jump off point for us. We were like, all right, well, the shit slaps. Like, but who's Mike? Like, where did the name CasinoMike even come from? So that's kind of where I wanted to jump off.
Yeah, shit. As far as the CasinoMike name, I started really like kind of calling myself that in high school because we used to be like me and my homies and shit. We used to be shooting dice like all the time. Like niggas used to be shooting dice, man, all through lunch, all in class. Just we just be shooting dice 24/7. Like so
7-Eleven.
Yeah, so I just started like, fuck it, I'm just calling myself CasinoMike, and I just been running with that since like high school type shit.
Okay, homie CasinoMike had the chips. He was trying to stack it up early, basically.
Hell yeah, man.
CasinoMike. Nah,
it's always been on the grind.
Dope. Nah, I feel it, man.
Dope.
The name is different.
Where'd you go to school at?
As far as like high school, I went to Locke High School as far as high school.
Okay.
Oh, you went to Locke, so you from LA.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I went to Locke High School.
That was gonna be the next thing I wanted to get into. Where are you from? Because I noticed in a lot of your visuals, you got like the palms, you got, certain areas, you got the numbers in your videos. So I was like, I wonder if he's from the numbers, around the numbers.
I just be like, I honestly like when as far as video wise, like I try to just go like different scenes, different places. Like I go like downtown or something, or I drive west and try to go like somewhere close to the beach or something. Like just try to just kind of like mix it up, like you know what I mean?
Word.
As far as video wise, but as far as like where I like, grew up and shit, like over here, like by Locke type, like by Locke High.
Okay.
So in terms of the music, bro, like what's your influences like, bro? Because I heard a lot of your music. You got a lot of turn up vibes for real too.
Definitely
great. You know what I'm saying? But what's the influences for you when you going in there?
Were you in the jerky?
Back in the day, yeah, hell yeah.
I can tell. We from LA, we know.
I feel like everybody was though. Like if you from LA when jerking first came out and they was doing the jerking clicks and all that shit, like YG and them going crazy, like everybody was jerking. I feel like
I didn't have the tight pants, but I did do a little jerking.
You had a skinnies.
I didn't have the skinnies.
I wasn't on the skinnies neither, man. Couldn't fit stuff in my pockets.
I was in middle school. I was fucking with the skinnies. I was in middle school. I was rocking the skinnies for sure.
Yeah, man. Nah, the skinnies weren't for me, bro. Somebody told me a long time ago, how you gonna fit your bands in your pocket? You got skinnies on. I was like, fuck, you right. I can't fit shit in my pockets. You right.
I ain't gonna lie. I was in middle school, man. I wasn't even thinking about no bands like that. I was like, shit.
What's popular? What's popping?
Yeah, I'm fucking with them. But as far as like
out here with it,
as far as like the music influences and stuff, like I really like rap like J. Cole, Kendrick, and like Jay-Z, like bars and shit like that. Cause like that's kind of where I was heading at when I first started my music, like the earlier stuff, kind of like the song kind of like Filthy, the Buckets of Benz and kind of like that. Like I was more like just strictly just like I'm trying to just bar niggas alive. And then I kind of like got like I wanted to kind of make better music, like in a way. Like I didn't want to go into the same lane. I felt like where everybody kind of go, like kind of like, so I kind of just trying to like just switch it up, and then I just really started just putting some melody in that shit.
Yeah, Ratchet and Blues type shit, real LA music right now.
Yeah,
that's
so
that
I'm just
shit
trying
though.
to. Yeah, hell yeah. So I'm just trying to just like, even now, like still experimenting and doing like, doing different shit as far as the music, but I still trying to like keep like the lyrics and shit as far as like what I'm doing and shit. Just keep the lyrics in there and then just throw some melody in there. So I pretty like I like a lot of music though. Honestly, like it just like I like a lot of old school music. Like
when you say old school, who's
it
old
really
school?
don't matter
Who
if
you
it's
listen
good
to?
music. Like as far as old school, when I say old school, I'm talking about like
break us down, break it down. Who you fuck with?
How can I? Yeah, when I'm talking old school, I'm talking about like Temptations type music, like that type old school. Like you know what I mean? Like
our grannies clean up
yeah,
music.
yeah. Because when
Nah,
the house I grew up in, that's what always playing. So like,
right.
I like that soul type songs and shit like that. Like I like that type of music and just shit. I really pretty much a lot of shit. Like I listen to pretty much anything. Sade, it don't really matter. That shit fire. I love that shit. I just love music type thing. Like
yeah, and I think we all come from that same tree because shit, I'm a producer. Man over here used to be a rapper. He says I think he's still a rapper, but you know that's another subject.
Don't put that shit on me. I'm retired.
So you know we all deep in the game. Basically, you know we've been doing it for a while, so we understand shit. I grew up in the same type of household. My dad was bumping like Funkadelic, Bootsy Collins and shit, and then to the Earth, Wind and Fire and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what you're talking about. That kind of plays a little bit into my music now. But so you said you brought up Filthy. That's that's my shit, right?
I appreciate that, bro. God, I really appreciate that, man.
I've been streaming the fuck out of that thing, man. Is that one and Therapy, and one that you just dropped, probably my top two that I've been really just running up. When you said Bucket of Bins, I heard that one too. I really just did a deep dive and just went all through your shit, but I would say those are my top two that just ring out. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. I appreciate that, man.
I like those tracks too. I was listening to those. I did want to ask you, like, because you said that you had a different approach as that you don't take now. Like, do you see yourself kind of like going back to that or mixing it back up, or you staying in the same lane? Like, what direction do you plan on going in?
Yeah, honestly, it's crazy because like the last few like weeks or whatever, I kind of like just been brainstorming on that as far as like I want to still have like the lyricism that I was started off on, like, but I want to incorporate that to what I'm doing now.
Yeah,
to where like I can mesh both worlds, where it's kind of like I'm giving 2 for 1. Like for those who still like that the bars and shit, like I'm still providing that. And then for the people that still like the melody and shit, I'm still providing that. So as of late, like I've been like really just focusing on that part. Like, let me make sure what I'm saying, rapping this shit is potent to where people that honestly like bars, like they hear it and it's like, oh damn, like they not drawn back from it just because it's some melody type shit. Like that's kind of like where I feel like as of right now, like I am right now. Now, as far as like what I have out, it's kind of like a choice with my music. It's kind of like you like just strictly rapping or you like together. So take a little more time as far as what I'm doing and bridge both together. So I'm giving best of both worlds. Like, and it's not really an option of choosing like kind of like how I feel like it is now. It's more so kind of like, oh yeah, this should just it just kind of go together. Like. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do right now.
I feel it. You're trying to bring like a little educated turn up, a little like like different world type turn up, a little type thing. Like you got your party vibe, but of course, still get some knowledge in you too while you shaking that ass type shit.
That's for sure what I like. For sure, like one of the things I always try to do. Like if I'm gonna go on a turn up beat, like. I for sure gotta put some real life in that shit. Like, so what's really going, like how niggas really living type shit versus just can't just all the time just talk crazy on the motherfuckers. Like, hell nah.
Absolutely.
Because the beat itself I feel like the beat itself is gonna make people want to listen. So I feel like no matter what I put in there, if it's coming out the right way, I feel like people will enjoy it. Like the same way.
Yeah, no, we feel the realness.
And I think like. I think guys like J. Cole and Kendrick have done that over the past few years, you know what I'm saying? Where they haven't really dropped projects, but they've been getting on them features and like they not the necessarily like their prototypical songs, but when they get on them features, they spit what they spit, but it's on them beats that we do love. So it's clearly a lane for it.
Yeah, that's exactly how I try to like, well, what I'm trying to like kind of accomplish with my music in a way, like, because I feel like I don't have to make turn up music all the time, but I know if the BPM is kind of like, if the BPM is up and you know what I mean, it's kind of like a turn up vibe, I can still put my like the way I want to tell this story on there and do it that way. And then that way when they listen to it, it's still like, okay, yeah, this shit hard, whatever. But when they really listening to what I'm saying, they'll understand more so the concept of where I was kind of taking it. That's kind of like how I was trying to look at it.
Yeah, multiple listens type shit. First listen, you might listen, be like, oh, this shit is a knocker. And then the second time you listen, you're like, oh, he really saying some shit.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah, for sure.
You just said BPM, so I'm guessing you pick your own beats and everything. You find your own shit and everything, all that.
I mean, I find my own beats. Yeah. Like I hit up the producers and all. I pretty much do everything by myself as far as that part. Like the networking and all that stuff. Like, yeah, I hit up the producers myself and lock in with a few producers I know. And then as far as like the recording part, like so I record myself now. At first I started off going to the studio and then I was record like, but then now it's like I would just record myself now. I had started off like that in college, recording myself, but you know, it's different when you don't know nothing because it'd be like, oh, this shit sounding like this. Like, you know, I don't know nothing about no plugins and none of that. But now I'm more so advanced. So like I just be recording myself like and trying to mix it myself.
Oh, that shit is important, man. As an independent artist, you got to know how to engineer a little bit so you can at least tell people when you do go to the studio what you want to sound like, you know, all that shit. What were you gonna say, Black?
Yeah, hell yeah, that shit important.
For me, it's crazy because when I was rapping, like I bought all my own original equipment, but like that was for like it was backwards, right? So you buy the equipment and you record, but you needed somebody to engineer or something like that. So you would definitely like either this was just basically like a rehearsal type, and then we taking it to the studio, or you know what I'm saying? So like, but now it's like you don't really need the studio. You just do everything at home, and everything is so much easier in terms of engineering.
Right.
Now, everybody's picking it up. And the equipment is far cheaper than it was back then.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the big part.
When I first started off, I started off on like a cheap Amazon mic and a USB connector to connect my laptop to the mic.
Oh, talk about it. Talk about it. That's the shit people don't know about, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. That I feel like when you do it yourself, you take it into your own hands after like having like different experiences in the studio, kind of like have a understanding about everything.
Yeah,
it make it way easier. It make it way easier for you, like especially going to studios. Like just tell them, it's so easy to just tell them what I want. Like, no, take this reverb out. It's too much, or a little bit of this here. Like it just make it make it more efficient of how you want your sound and everything. Like I feel like all that's a part of the process as well. Like.
Yeah,
absolutely. I feel like everything. Yeah, I feel like it's all part of the process because I had started like that in college, making my music like that, like, and it wasn't good or nothing, but it was just like the fact that I was doing it that way and trying it that way. So by the time I got to the studio, I kind of had an idea. Then being in the studio for like a whole year and a half, just recording out of studios, it's like, okay, now I really understand it, so I could really take it home now and understand like, okay, it's plugins and stuff I gotta buy and. You know, it make it way better. I feel like it make it way better. Like as far as trying to create what you want to create.
You kind of did you went to school with the type shit. You know, you learned. Started off from the basics, and then you went into the studio, picked up some stuff from some people, which I think is super important because like you said, you do it all yourself, so you can now speak to, hey, I want this like this, or hey, I want this like this. I know how much work this is per se, so. You can't extra charge me. Like all that shit is important because you already know, man, out here in LA, everybody is doing something in music for one. So there's a lot of us. So that means prices are up. People are always trying to gank you,
Sure.
So it's good to know those types of things. It's definitely important. But shit, I'm glad you said that you had the USB mic. That shit is that's important, bro.
Yeah.
Because everybody was like,
Yeah,
oh,
for
I'm
sure.
flossing, I'm coming through with the Rode mic off top, boo, 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 boo. Like, you know, not everybody got it like that off top when you first start.
I feel like it like all that's just a part of your process. Like, you feel me? You got to work with what you can work with for the time being until you learn and really feel like, okay, I need this. Like, I need this specific mic. Like, but as far as you just being home making songs, like, nah, I had bought I had the $200 mic. I started off Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
With that all through college, like, because I had started, and then after I got out of college and shit, finished that up, I had got me the $200 mic. Actually, I went to Guitar Center, and that's when I kind of got like my first equipment stuff.
Right.
But it still wasn't enough because I didn't know nothing about plugins. So like, I was using the presets off the Pro Tools, but I didn't even know how to work that really. So it was like, oh yeah, I gotta step it up.
That's how they make their money.
Before I get into my next question, bro, I gotta ask, how fun is it to go to Guitar Center?
Hey, Guitar Center be having so much shit, but when you learn what certain shit do, you be like, oh damn. Like, I found myself going back to Guitar Center getting shit that I didn't know, like, that I need, because it's just so much shit in there. Like, and I found myself going online looking like, oh damn, they said this at Guitar Center, I need this. I gotta go back. Like, go back, asking what it is. They go to the back and bring it out. It's like, damn, y'all be having all this shit. Like, it's crazy.
You gotta know you a person in there too. Guitar Center and Sam Ash are my top two.
Yeah, like, you know, you gotta really know what's going on.
Hawthorne,
like,
so.
when you really know what's going on as far as like what you need in the music shit, because they got so much shit in there, man.
Facts. And us as producers, I will go into the room, the little studio room with all the keyboards and the MPCs and stuff, and I will bug the fuck out of there. I will just stay in there and not buy nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy because when I first started off, I wanted to make beats. Like, that was my plan. Like,
oh shit, really?
Yeah, like, I was my plan was, because I had bought Fruity Loops and everything. My plan was to make beats in high school. I mean, make beats in college.
Okay.
Then when I get out of college, I should be like booming as a producer or whatever. Like, that's what I was thinking in my head. Like,
okay,
all right, I should be booming as a producer already, so I'd be good. Like, it'd be easy to send people beats. Like, that's what I'm thinking in my head. No, it's not easy to send everybody beats. It's definitely not easy.
You can send them, but are they gonna see them?
Yeah, right. See, I wasn't thinking like that starting off, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Because I send beats all the
time. Fortunately for you, as a rapper, you don't want to do that, bro. Because I can tell you, as somebody who's rapping that made beats, everybody wants the beats first. So people will hit you up and they be like, "Yo,
probably
I like that song, but can I get a beat though?" And it's like, bro, like I'm trying to rap here.
like you see me trying to rap, man.
Yeah, that probably gonna get in the way for sure.
But I had a question for you though, pertaining to a previous convo that was going on. So do you prefer recording on your own or do you like the studio vibes?
Honestly, I like recording on my own because I can be a little more experimental. Like, as far as like trying different stuff, I don't feel like I'm on a time limit, like, on what I'm doing. That was another thing. Like, you know, when you're in the studio, it's kind of like you paying for time. So you really kind of like got an agenda what you trying to do when you go there, usually, like, for the most part, because you don't want to waste no time. Now it's like when I record at home, it's like, shit, I could just put on anything, like, oh, put this beat on. There's some different shit. Like, I never did this before. Let me try this. Like, and I don't feel like rushed to try to hurry up and come up with something. Like, I could start something, okay, put it down for a little bit and probably double back on it. And, you know, like, so I kind of would say, like, recording at home as far as comfortability, but I like recording in the studio too, because somebody else could just engineer you and you could just be running through. Like, when you really ready to rap and you don't want to sit there and do it yourself, like, for sure, I love the studio as far as that part. But as of right now, though, I definitely love cooking up at home, though.
I was wondering more time. Because you make a lot of like turn up music, like all like you said, high BPM, is movement and stuff like that. So I was kind of wondering what your process was on when you create that. So it's interesting to hear you say, I'm at home cooking up, because you would think you would be in the stew with like a gang of people partying, like it would be like a crazy situation. So that's pretty dope, actually.
Yeah. Honestly, with those, like, as far the only release as of right now that I have out that I like recorded and I like mixed myself is Therapy, like the newest. That's like my like that's my recent, like, me just doing it all by myself.
That's heat.
Before that, I was going to the studio, like over here by my house. I was going to the studio, but studio had caught a fire and everything, so it was like they moved out and all that. So I had just got my files, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm really at the crib now. So
yeah,
from now on, this is just gonna be everything coming up, shooting out the crib, like from Therapy on to everything else though was in the studio though. So I did have a few people around, like my homies around would be just vibing out, doing them kind of tracks. But as of now though, I just been in the crib.
I mean, shit, it sounds like you found a formula. If Therapy was all by you, shit, like I said, that's one of my top 2 songs by you. So it sounds like you kind of found your little
appreciate that. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm trying to get better at it.
Do you remember who did the beat
for Therapy?
Yeah,
it's a dude. I found him on YouTube. His name produced by Chromo.
YouTube.
His name Chromo. Yeah. I found that beat on YouTube, and then I just hit him up like, I'm trying to get the beat. DM'd on Instagram, and he sent me like his BeatStars link where I could just purchase the lease, and I just did that. And
easy enough.
Put it out. Yeah, I didn't even do that until I finished the song. Was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna put this out, and then I'll go hit the producer and let him know, like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do and stuff like that. Because I don't want to just be buying a million beats and I don't finish them or don't like a song. And
right. Nah, I respect it. It seems like you kind of you got like a little formula to your movements, man. You don't just do this and that. Like you really have like a thought process behind the way you do, and you're not trying to waste time nor money. And I respect it, bro. Because a lot of people, like, shit, I'm a producer, so people hit me up all the time. Oh, let me get a beat, or I'll pay you for these beats or whatever. And I'm not tripping because they paying me, so it's cool. But they don't never put them out. So I'm like, bruh, do something with this shit, because I could send it to somebody else. So
honestly, I know people be feeling that. I know people be feeling like that about me too, man. I ain't gonna lie. I got a problem of like, I start a song and be like, I don't like the verse, so I just sit on it for a little bit, like until I feel like I can go back in on that specific song and do something crazy to that. But if I rap something else and it come out, I finish that faster, like, and I like that, then it's like, all right, I'm just put this out, and then that'll be just sitting there. And sometimes it'll just be sitting there. And it's not like I don't be working. It's just like I haven't touched that yet, because like, I don't know, like for me, for some songs, I feel like I gotta be in a certain, like, I gotta be in a certain mood for it to fit the song, like, because I don't want to just, I don't know, it just depends. Like,
no, it's performance. It makes sense. Like, you don't want to be doing a turn up mode when you just got into an argument with your girl or something. You're not even in the mood. Like, I feel it.
Or maybe you do, and it's fuck that bitch.
Yeah. So exactly, like it depends how it's playing. Like, oh god, it really depends how it's playing. Like, depends on like the mood.
So like past year, we basically been shut down, obviously worldwide. So we ain't been doing much of shit. But your songs, they vibes for like clubs and shit like that. So we got any performances coming up? We got anything that you've been doing? Any performances that you have done?
I've done performances before the pandemic, for sure. Like before the COVID, I was doing like open mics, like, or like at one time, like my first show ever, like I met the promoter, paid him money for the tickets, and just kind of like did it like that, and had a few people there, like me and my homie. This was me and my homies used to rap together, like just making music together and shit. So we did that, and that was like a cool experience. And then from there on, I was doing like open mics, or like somebody would tell me like, oh, you want to perform here? And I was like, shit, yeah, I'll come. And then I'll do stuff like that. But after, like, as of lately, I haven't been like looking for performance stuff yet, because I'm more so kind of like, I want to get some music out. Like, I feel like I haven't dropped this frequently. Like, I feel like I dropped not enough. Like, I don't feel like I have enough music out there yet, and enough videos out there yet. And you know what I mean? Like,
you want to put some more stuff down first, your foundation.
Yeah, and give people something to run back to. Like,
no, that makes sense. Shit.
Oh, that boy lagged out hard.
Yeah.
we back up. I think I saw you guys jump a little bit too. How we looking?
Say that one more time.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. We back. All right, cool. All right, good. So, do you have a producer that you lock in with, or you just kind of? I know you do it by yourself. Do you send it out to anybody after you're done, or do you have like a team we work with, or is it just all you, just strictly you?
As far as like the music part, like if the producer, it depends like how my relationship is with the producer. Like I got probably like 2 or 3 producers, probably like probably like 2 or 3 producers that like I actually met in person and kind of like know or kind of like got a familiarity with, like to where I can like they send me a beat, I cook something up, like, oh, what you think about this? Then I'll send it back to them. Other than that, I pretty much just play that shit for me and my homies. Like a few homies like, oh, y'all like this, and they kind of be like, oh yeah, this shit hard. You can put this one on now, or nah, this shit cool, or you know what I mean. Like, so I kind of just go like that with them. But other than that, I don't really got like a real team of like, oh, a manager here, or like, you know, it's kind of like just whoever is around me and kind of like believe in this shit just like I do. I just kind of like snatch them up, like, come here. I know you fuck with this. What you think? Oh, nah, all right, for sure. I'm gonna try to send you something better next time. Or, you know, like that's kind of pretty much how I do it. Like,
hey, no, it's always good to know because shit, we all here trying to get it. But the reason I asked is because your shit is real professional. Like, well, I was looking at your videos, the way it's shot, the way it's presented, the whole package. I was going through your websites and I was like, just looking, you know, doing an overall deep dive. And I was like, this shit is real clean, bro. Like if I was a rapper, I would feel really competitive right now. Like I would be like, yeah, I gotta get on it.
Slow down.
Oh yeah, I feel like you going in and out.
Just hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Are we back?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, long story short, your shit is just real professional. So I was wondering, like, if you had a team or like if somebody was kind of guiding you and taking the steps that you take, or if you just kind of just doing it yourself. So it's kind of sick that you just doing it yourself and the shit's just coming together like that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Honestly, I'm just doing this shit myself. I just be kind of like shit, just learning, or like I see somebody else like that, I feel like that's doing more, or I just peep what they doing, and then I end up running across somebody else's page that do this or do that, and just be like, okay, maybe I need to upgrade my cover art, start using real pictures, because I started off doing like cartoon pictures of me, like like sending them a picture and to tell them cover artist to like just cartoon me out, make it like this.
I saw those on your YouTube,
yeah, and then I kind of like grew out of that and was like, no, I need to use real pictures and make this shit really look like something. And then that's pretty much what I just be doing. Like I see where I'm at now and just keep trying to elevate little bit by little bit, as much as I can, and just keep learning. And that's pretty much what I be on. Like,
what would you call your shit right now? Because like the way I hear your music, it's kind of like it's like definitely super LA all the way through. I would say like Ratchet and Blues type shit. Like what would you say?
I never thought of that.
That's Blacks actually. I stole that from my man over
That's
here.
my term actually. So
I stole that from him.
I didn't come up with that. The homie Smiley actually came up with that. And I remember one time we was talking and he had said that, and I had tweeted that at Ty Dolla $ign, and he like retweeted it.
Yeah,
like
that's
I said that he was like, yo, you the king of Ratchet and Blues, and he retweeted it. So ever since then, I kind of just go with Ratchet and Blues.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
That's the hard ass title.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. That's the shit that you put out, like at least for right now, like or stuff that I heard, like it's definitely turn up. It definitely got a good vibe to it. It makes you want to move. The videos with that truck, that thing is bad, by the way. That y'all be having that red truck.
My boy.
Yeah, man. All the visuals were sick though. Like on top of that, like I don't know if you use the same crew for all your videos or just a couple different crews, but
yeah, it was so far as video wise, I shot videos with probably like 3 different people. Like as of lately, I've been working with this guy by the name of Inland Films.
Yeah, I saw that.
Before him, as far as like Filthy video and Season video.
Yep.
A guy by the name of 40 shot it. He shot those ones. And then like my first couple videos, like Buckets of Bins and like Bananas and stuff like that. Another guy had shot those. Like, so I kind of like just be like, as I'm growing, I'm kind of like picking different people to try them out, see what they do, and kind of like that. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy for me though, like everything that you're saying, because I know for me, one of the reasons I stopped rapping was because like my team started to like just go in different directions, and I didn't have like a basic team. But you like basically taking that and you basically said like, I don't care if this dude's over here, this dude here, this dude here. Like if we support each other, we fuck with each other, then I'll use you in this capacity.
Yeah. Cause honestly, I started off like that, like how you were saying, like feel like everybody is like here, and like nobody really trying to really focus on like what we got going on. I used to feel like that, but then I kind of just was like, I kind of just let that shit go as far as like, cause I started looking at it a little different. Like, you feel me? Like, you got a life, you probably trying to accomplish some bigger shit than what, you feel me? He might not think this is the biggest thing right now. He might be chasing something else. Even though we cool and we work together, he might not really just be invested into me. He might be, you know what I mean? He thinking about it, what he want to do and how big he want to get, or he want to shoot, or he want to make beats for this person. So I just kind of like, if you fuck with me, all right, let's tap in. We could be cool. You feel me? I'm cool. You want to do your own thing? I'm finding somebody else. Like, because I've been in that same situation, kind of like where I felt that way about people that I work with. Like, I feel like they just kind of like just trying to do the quick buck type thing, like get a quick buck out me or whatever and get on. So I just kind of move with the flow the same way. Like, if you locked in, we locked in. Shit. If you want to go do your own thing, just do your own thing. Like, I'm gonna just move on. It's faster for me to move on. So I always be kind of like finding different people with different things every time, because I'm always like, I feel like I'm always in a situation where I have to, if that makes sense. Like,
no, you gotta grow. Like, and people, like you said, everybody got their own shit going on. So you know, it's hard to find that like a team of just like 3-4 cats that don't have all other types of shit going on. They really just focused on whatever that goal is.
Helping
you don't even have to be you, just that goal that y'all trying to accomplish. That shit is hard. So
exactly,
respect to doing it by yourself, man, because the shit is definitely a rough road as an independent artist. You don't got the backing. So, you know, you got to pull motivation from different places and shit like that to just really keep doing what you want to do. Because, of course, you know, you're doing what you love.
Definitely.
Where do you pull that motivation from, if you don't mind me asking, since it is, you know, you and, you know, a few loved ones and stuff like that? Like, what gets you going? What gets you, you know, to recording and shit like that?
Honestly, it's like for me, like, I watch a lot of interviews. Like, I watch interviews probably like every day, honestly. Like, I just watch interviews.
I'm on the same tip.
So like when when I'm just watching that shit and I'm just thinking and they telling their story, how they came up, or they like, I was just in the studio with this person and we doing this, or like, I don't know, I get motivation out of that pretty much. Like, I don't know. I kind of like just keep myself tapped into like just learning more shit about the music shit. Like, and that's what kind of like made me like, man, I need to go home and create a song, or like, I need to go do this or like do that. Like, cause I used to play basketball before, so I kind of just switch like that mentality over just straight to music.
Yeah.
Cause like even when I was playing basketball, I still always watch interviews of artists, like just hearing what they do and all that. So like that's pretty much like what I do. And I kind of just keep up with that, like learning new stuff and just staying on YouTube. Whether I'm watching somebody record or just anything, like it just like, okay, I need to be grinding type.
You're a student to the game type shit.
Yeah.
That's important though.
Well, this question is kind of like backwards in a sense, but when and how did you start rapping?
Yeah. Actually, we did fly over that.
Yeah, like when I started rapping, it was my junior year of college.
Okay.
I was going to school in Illinois, at Eastern Illinois, and one of my teammates that played on the team, because like I always was into music, but I never thought like I could record myself. Like, I don't know, I just never crossed my mind or nothing. Like, then I go to school and I see my teammate, he be recording songs and he got like his little setup in the house. I'm like, damn, where you get all this shit? He like, oh yeah, I just order it on Amazon and I do this, that, and I just be recording myself. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, all right. When I get my not my financial aid, when I get my scholarship check, I'm finna buy all this same shit. So it was 2017? Yeah, like fall 2017. I bought my shit on Amazon, and then from there I was just kind of like fucking around with it, because I didn't really finish college until 2019. So I was still playing basketball that whole time, and I was just kind of like just making music on the side, just putting it out. I wasn't really pushing it and promoting it and like, oh, let me shoot a video. Like, it was just kind of like I'm just putting this shit out, like.
Yeah.
But in the back of my head, I had the idea of like I need to get better, so when I'm done hooping, I could just Philly do this, and I'll be dope enough to where it's like motherfuckers don't look at me that crazy, like this nigga stopped basketball to rap, like, you know.
Yeah.
So that was my whole thing. So like from there on, I was just kind of just making songs, sending them back to my friends and shit, and then come out here and make songs with them, like. And that's just pretty much what started. We just play our own shit. Then you start having them ideas like, man, I need to really promote this, and I need to really put something behind this, or I need to really try to shoot a video. And by the time I got out of school 2019 summer, I started then like, all right, yeah, I'm going full-fledged. I'm finna start trying to shoot videos. And from there, like, so yeah. Like,
so you didn't really rap before then?
Nah, like not like really like like in the booth and like, nah, hell no. I always had a thing where like I would like think of a few bars and write them down, and then like that'd be it. Or like me and my homies used to freestyle all the time, like in a car.
So you freestyle
places,
though?
like,
okay.
Yeah.
That shit ain't easy. It's not easy.
It was always like a thing.
I can't do that. Like I'm not good at that at all. I can make a beat out of like anything in 3 minutes, but I can't freestyle. Like I can write you a song, but freestyling off the top of the dome, it takes some work. So if you could do that, I feel like transitioning to rapping and performing your own shit like that is a little bit easier.
Yeah.
So that shit's hard.
Yeah, for sure. I was always a fan, like from day one. Like I always been a fan of rap, music, all that. I feel like I never had the opportunity where it was like, oh, you can do this, until I went to school and seen him having this shit. And it's like, oh damn, I should do the same shit. Like, then I could really be rapping. And then yeah, for sure. shout out my teammate Musa, man, Musa Dama, man.
Hey Musa, shout out, bro.
He for sure put me on as far as the music shit, like for sure, like getting my own shit. And I just started from there and just kept trying to, just kept going. Once I really finished basketball, I knew like, oh yeah, I gotta really do this shit for real.
That's dope. Well, I'm gonna save the basketball talk because I actually do have some questions about that on the other show we're gonna do with Tay.
Yeah. And I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, I already know where this is gonna go. Because homie over here is a hooper. He's a hooper. I'm a hoop fan, so yeah, that could be a crazy long conversation. But you see, I got jersey on right now. I had to do the T-Mac.
Oh, that was at the T-Mac?
Yeah, man. Had to have the T-Mac.
T-Mac used to be my favorite player in middle school for sure.
Shit. Thank God. Somebody's
for sure.
Nah, that's the same here, bro.
Like it was either T-Mac or Kobe at the time.
Right. And Kobe had the worst shoes in middle school.
So he being in LA. Being in
LA,
it was straight Kobe. But I was the kid. I had the T-Mac shoes, the jumpsuits, the headband, the Adidas headbands. I had the whole 9 yards. I was the only one coming to school with the T-Mac everything.
Yeah, T-Mac was crazy. But once Kevin Durant came in the league, he became my favorite player. I was like, oh yeah, T-Mac getting injured. Too many back injuries.
Yeah, I can't really say too much bad about KD. I mean, dude has terrible hair, but other than that, he can ball the fuck. He can ball. Like, you can't stop him from getting a bucket.
That's the gift of the curse right there.
And it's like with him and LeBron, right? Like, if you're too good at basketball, you lose your hair. Like,
you lose your hair. You get the stressing about basketball. And
you either gonna have his jump shot or you gonna have his hairline. Pick one.
Yeah.
Hey, if that jump shot come with that cash, I'm picking that cash. I'm gonna be bald as fuck, bro. I'm Joe Budden out there, bitch.
For sure. And I'll throw a headband on. I'm ready to go.
Right.
For sure,
man. But anything else you got? You looking forward to, like entertainment wise? Just in general.
Yeah. What's coming up from Casino? I'm definitely gonna try to work with you, by the way. So that's a given.
Yeah, we definitely can, bro. Yeah, for sure. But we definitely got to.
What you got coming
I'm always
down
for it. Right now, I'm honestly, I got a producer, me and him been talking about putting together like an EP.
Good idea.
Like 4 or 5 song EP. Yeah. Just produced all by him. So I'm honestly, we started as far as production. Like he had came over to the crib. We was cooking up for a little bit on the production side. So once he really finished all that, then we get to starting on that. But right now I'm kind of just like, I wanted to keep doing single video,
build that catalog.
Yeah, and build some momentum up and get people really in tune to what's going on, and just kind of like give them different sides of what I'm trying to do. And after that, I'm gonna drop the EP and just keep going from there. Pretty much, like I want to do another tape and shit too though, but I want to build some more momentum and really get myself going as far as what I'm putting out. So I feel like I haven't dropped enough, and I don't drop as frequent. Like I feel like I don't drop as frequent as I should, or as
So
I
you trying
could.
to get out there a little bit more schedule type shit. Like you want to drop a little bit more.
Yeah,
You have really, like a frequency you want to drop. You want to drop like something every month, every couple months. Like what you trying to do?
Honestly, yeah, I would want to drop a single every month. Like not even just like just like a song every month, a song in a video. Like I feel like if I do a song
And
in a video every month,
okay,
yeah, like I feel like if I can get to that stage, I feel like that'd be perfect. Like that'd be perfect for me. But you know, everything plays a part. Time, money, time management, like
well,
all
yeah. Because
that.
when you said a video every month, I was like, ooh,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
so you know,
these videos are expensive. I can tell by the way your videos are shot. They're professionally done. So you know the shit is not shot on the iPhone. We'll say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hell yeah. That should just everything take time as far as that part. So, but that's like a goal of mine to get to like where I want to be. I feel like I just gotta like keep pushing and try to go as hard as I can go. And I feel like once I get to a song and a video a month, like that'll be cool. Or even like a month and a half or 2 months, but just like consistent, just here. Because as a fan, I feel like as a fan of music, for me to be a artist that like, for me to really love an artist, I gotta be able to deep dive into their catalog and hear like everything, not everything, but a lot of what they had to offer already.
Right.
And then I feel like that's what make you draw into a person like, oh yeah, like I just found 6 old songs that he been dropped that's hard as hell that nobody really was on. Like I feel like that's what really kind of like make me a fan per se. So I kind of like want to do the same thing, like have that catalog and to where when people is snowballing to where like kind of have that snowball effect after a while, like when things start to pick up. So
you're not alone there. We all have those artists where we picked up on them or we listened to their earlier stuff and it's like, oh, this is why. Because that's generally how you get they not the same as they used to be.
Yeah. Or it'd be like, oh yeah, you started off like this and then now you like this. Like, yeah, I've been doing this shit for a couple of years. So like, that's what's gonna happen. That's how I feel like that's the beauty of it. Like, kind of like going through these times and pushing yourself and just putting out more and more and more. And then when you find yourself, they gonna find you. In a sense, like people will find you when you find yourself. So that's kind of like how I think about it.
No, that's a good outlook to have on it because shit. You got to keep, if you're not gonna do it, who else is? You know what I mean? If you don't believe in your shit, who else is gonna believe in your shit? So having that underlying just like belief is mad important. It's because you're not gonna get to that 1 a month, 1 a month, 2 a month type shit if you really don't push it like that. So no, that's
yeah.
I've
been on that, just trying to record more and just when I do record, just finish certain stuff. Like we'll finish it, just knock it out. Cause I got a tendency of starting and stopping certain stuff. Like when I'm recording wise, like I probably start on a beat, put like a hook or a melody on it, and just like, oh yeah, this cool, but I can't think of nothing to rap on right now. Let me just save this, and then I'll switch to something else. Then I probably start rapping on that, or put another hook on that. And then it'd be like, all right, something else, or like like I don't really just be like, all right, I hook this. Let me at least put a verse on this, and then put it up. I kind of just like.
Oh, so your shit is pretty free flowing. You don't really have like you hear a song, you do this first every time, this second every time. Like your shit is just kind of like it just moves.
Yeah, and then because I always know like if it's dope enough, like if I really like it, or even if I feel like it got something dope in it and I finish it, I could always take my time and really like change lines and just like a lot of times I go in like because a lot of times I try to go before I go to work and just create something. And then just bounce it out. It'd be sounding nasty and everything. I just bounce it out like a quick little mix, so I can just be playing it and get ideas from it. So when I go back to it, and I can just clean it up and fix and this, that, and third. Like, so that's why I just be kind of like here, and there. Unless I'm in the studio, then it's like okay, yeah, then I'm just knock it out right then and there because I ain't probably coming back here. How studios
I get that process. I get that process, and studios are expensive. So you definitely want to have a game plan when you spending that money. But like you said, it works. You know, ride around with your shit. That's what I do too. Like I'll make a beat or I'll make a few beats. I'll ride around with them in the car, listen to them, really like hear all the elements that I want you to hear, and be like, yo, who would I send this to? Like, who do I hear this with? Like, blah blah blah. I'll write a couple bars down. So I understand that process because I use the same thing. I listen to everything in like 3 different sets of headphones. Like I listen to them on these headphones. I listen to it in the car, and then usually like my AirPods or some shit like that, just to get it all around. You know what everybody else is gonna hear. So I feel your process.
Exactly.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Shit, man. We got to do this again, bro. Like I got hella questions, and when you drop again, I'm definitely gonna want to have you back.
We definitely got to do this again. I ain't gonna lie.
I definitely have you back, but on the
your music is dope,
bro.
Yeah, no, what were you saying, Black?
The music is dope as fuck. The visuals are nice too, bro. And I'm looking forward to whatever you got coming for real. You know what I'm saying? And is that we got a mutual. So I mean, at some point we'll probably link up at some point for real, because you know I get down with Tay. I think we were supposed to at some point. I was supposed to come to something, and I've been through a whole lot of shit in the past year. So
man, I feel you, bro. The pandemic and all type of shit is going on. Like
different
people,
out here.
Man, the world is crazy right now, man.
It's definitely
for sure.
Different.
Yeah, but definitely, bro. I can't wait to like actually link up with you, pick your brain and stuff. And we doing the A2D show, so we got to set up a time to do that. But yeah, like I said, your music's dope, bro. You on a whole different path than I was as a rapper. So I'm actually looking forward to see what you got coming.
No, it's the same.
I appreciate
man.
that, bro. For real, man.
The same.
No.
And before we get up out of here, you want to tell everybody where they can find you at?
Yeah, give me your socials.
Y'all can find me at all social media platforms. CasinoMike, CasinoMike 0 at the end for like the Mike O. So everywhere you can find me, CasinoMike 0 on all platforms. You can find my music on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, whatever you got. SoundCloud, whatever you got, type in CasinoMike and everything should pop up. You should see everything from videos to music, just everything. And just y'all just stay tuned. I got way more stuff coming and I'm only elevating. Like that's my main thing, just to get better. So you definitely gonna hear that over time for what I'm putting out. Like you definitely gonna hear elevation,
bro. Like I could solidly say like you got 2 people here that's definitely looking forward to the progression. Hearing like what you got to come out, because shit, we're here for it, bro. We're here for it, basically.
Yeah. Appreciate that for sure, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. I got some stuff in the works, man. It's going when I keep putting stuff out and constantly keep going with this, y'all gonna see where I take it. So God willing. So yeah, gonna keep it going, man.
And with that being said, thanks, Mike, for coming through.
Yeah.
I'm Black,
yes, sir.
91. It's T.B.D.
Definitely. Stay up.